This is a quick demonstration video of a protocol that we use in acupuncture to treat Bell's palsy, which is paralysis of the facial muscles, as well as trigeminal neuralgia, which is extreme pain of the face. And as well as these points that we're going to be using are also beneficial for treating TMJ, as well as tinnitus, which is ringing of the ears. And of course, with the help of my lovely assistant, Miss Kim here, we're going to be demonstrating the facial and head points, which is the majority of the placement of these for this protocol. And for the demonstration purposes, I'm not going to be using acupuncture needles. I'm just going to be using sewing needles so you can actually visually see them. And I'll be describing the point locations and names as we go along. So to start off with, the first point here is towards the crown, which is Do 20, Bohui. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there at this point. And then the first place we start is EX1, which is actually not on a meridian. It's called an extra point. EX1 is also called Yin Tang. And there we go there. And okay. Now, this point here that I'm about to do, this is called urinary bladder 1, and it's actually inserted below the tear duct in this fashion. And now we're getting, that was UB1, and now we're going to get into UB2, which is towards the beginning of the eyebrow section there. Okay, and now from there we're going to move on to gallbladder 14, and the way you locate gallbladder 14 is you basically, with the people with the eyes looking straight at you, you line up the pupil in this area here, and what you want to do is you want to get the point between the eyebrow and the hairline, and around the midpoint in line with the pupil, staring straight at you. So it would be in this sort of fashion. Like that. Okay. And now we can move on to, okay, now Sanjiao 23. Sanjiao is what we call the triple burner, and it's referred to like our torso area. And that goes generally here. Sanjiao 23 is towards the end of the eyebrows. In that sort of way. Like that. Okay. Now, from there, we're going to move on to gallbladder 1, which is towards the, just outside of the corner of the eye. So we'll get those points in. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do large intestine 20 on both sides, and this is towards the, near the base of the nostrils. And we're going to try to do them in a cat whisker sort of fashion. Like that. That's large intestine 20. Okay, and then we're going to get into large intestine 19, which again, keeping with the cat whiskers, is right in this area here. All right. Okay, so we have EX1, Do 20, urinary bladder 1, urinary bladder 2, gallbladder 14, and Sanjiao 23, and this is gallbladder 1. Then we have large intestine 20 and large intestine 19 right there. And now with stomach 2, what you want to do is you want to basically get the point again lined up with the pupils, and it's right around there. There's actually you can actually do this one perpendicularly, but for demonstration purposes, because there's actually a little hole in our skull. I forget the actual name of it, but you can actually go perpendicular right into that hole. But for demonstration purposes, we're going to do this one on an angle. like that. Okay, so that was stomach 20. Stomach 2. And then below that, we're going to have stomach 3. And then we're going to have stomach 4, which is right around here. By the way, in real acupuncture, they don't go anywhere near that deep. They don't go very deep at all, actually. Okay. And now we're moving on to stomach 5, which is on the jawline, just down here. Yep, there we go. Now we're going to move on to stomach 6, which is right around there. Okay, now the last 3 points are going to be called, what it is there's 3 points beside the ear, and on this model I can't actually do what we normally do, which is actually we hit 3 points with one needle. It's called a through and through, and the 3 points are Sanjiao 21, small intestine 19, and gallbladder 2. So for demonstration purposes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a needle in each one of them. So the top one would be, excuse me, Sanjiao 21. And then we're going to move on to small intestine 19. And then we are going to move on to the last point in our facial protocol, which is going to be gallbladder 2. So there you have it. Now that's the 32 needles that we actually put in the face to treat, again, Bell's palsy, trigeminal neuralgia, as well as tinnitus and TMJ. Now that we have all the points in, here's a quick summary. Do 20, EX1, otherwise known as yin tang. Beneath the tear duct, we have urinary bladder 1, urinary bladder 2, gallbladder 14, Sanjiao 23, and then we have gallbladder 1. And then we have stomach 2, stomach 3, stomach 4, stomach 5, stomach 6, and in front of the ears we have Sanjiao 21, small intestine 19, and gallbladder 2. And then over here at the base of the nose we have large intestine 20 and large intestine 19. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you a quick side view of Miss Kim as well, so you have a better understanding of where they are. The insertion of the 32 needles in this Bell Palsy protocol, and in addition to these needles we would also be doing 11 points on the body as well. So a total combination would be 32 and 11, that would be 43. So that's it. That's your Bell's Palsy protocol summary.